How you find the idea to your film?
Mm. Um, the story starts. Some part is based on true story because the investigations that the film tells is a real story in Argentina in the 2016 was the real case about uh, um, a prosecutor investigating the Chinese mafia through the White House to the one of the biggest Chinese mafia in Buenos Aires. So she the particularity of these taps are all talked in Chinese dialect. So she needs some help to translate it from the Chinese embassy, who send some police Chinese police to help her to translate the material. So the case starts with the translation. Um, and the other part is about my own story because this is my first thing. But when I was a child, my parents had restaurants, Chinese restaurants in Buenos Aires, and in that moment they be threatened by the mafia, and one night my father died, and he was assassinated. But the Sicario, and I present. I when I was 5 years old, I was there, and I saw the Frank. So that's yeah, this image from the face of my father with the gunshot in her head, in his head, uh, was an image that I remember. Now I have 45 years old, and this image is still with me every day. Not every day, but usually every week, every I usually used to remember that image. So this image is born with my hard, and I think it's part of the when I try to make a new film or a film. I'm always try to remember that image so I can take some part of the event, and I always try to put them in my films in some way, in different ways. Sometimes it's uh, like in this movie is like literally this event in one scene, and in my other films I'm always have a mention of this moment, and I always remember, and I try to put this sensation in all my films.
Um, Audiovisual style in your film, very static, like paintings, but it's not the typical crime films. How you find this kind of style?
This is my first film of this kind of genre. No, it's like a
Maybe
genre.
sorry structure. Okay, no problem. Hmm. Sorry, my sorry. Okay.
Ah, okay. Um,
I ask again. Okay. Your audiovisual style in your film, it's not very typical to crime film. How you find this style?
okay, this is my first scene of this kind of thing, like genre crime films. So I learned in the process, and I take For one side, I very like the Hong movies, police movies in the 1890s, like Shonito, Shonggu, films, or also like Infernal Affairs, like it's the director is Lin Ki, I thought, but I very like this aesthetic because those film has some particularity that they shooted a lot in the streets in Hong Kong, and the visual style is like a lot of neon and a lot of glow in the streets. It's like a film noir, but a Hong Kong style, Chinese style, no? And I try with the DP Roman Casaroller. We try to bring this idea to the film, and also, but I want to we want to uh, looking for a difference from those movies, because we don't try to only copy these things, these aesthetics. So we try to looking for our style based on those films, and our style is I think is some. I'm always try to. I don't think too much why how we need to shoot previously in the pre-production, and I we didn't make an storyboard before. I directly when came to the locations, we will start to shoot in the location. We decide how we shoot this scene or this shoot. So we are very improvising the way to shoot, and we try to take in the best of the location. No, like this location, there are a lot of windows, so maybe there are two, three layers of windows and a lot of brights and reflects. So we think we must try to approach these things, these elements that the location give us. So we always try to shoot in with the location, no? And this is the kind of the style. Also, the film is shooter with the budget is too low, very low. So I we try to. I'm always with the team. I say them. We must when the public will see the movie, the public one thing the public mustn't think this is a cheap movie. On the public don't give the mass to think about the budget of the film. So we always try to make a film like we need this shot very close, because the film needs to be narrated in this way, and know that we shot it in the short in the short plane, um, in the short frame, because we don't have money uh, to see the background. No, I don't know if you understand,
Yeah.
but yes, I'm if I explain you good. And so this is basically the way I like to shoot, because some part it's not only a genre film, it's also an author film. No, it's a mix. A lot of programmers of the other festivals say that this is not a genre film. This is a no author film. It's in the middle. So it's a strange movie for that, because it's more easier go to one side or the other side. This is in the middle, and I don't know. It's something particularly, but I like I like this is a way to for me. This kind of route, uh, this way can give us more flexibility to go for one side or the other side, and so I can find more interesting the way to explore this kind of things. No, you, because if you go from one side, these two genres they're very attached to the script. You don't have any flexibility to move the film to one side and the other side. And if you go to the other side, the outer side, you have true liberty to move. So in the middle, I like to explore some elements you can use in the general structure, and the other side, some elements of the outer structure.
Your film have like no end. In the story, we don't know how is this investigation ended. Love story, like cut off. It was for why. What is the reason what you're doing this way, this film?
Um, this film also is a choral film, no? Choral, a lot of choral film is like a thing with a lot of principal cast, a lot of protagonists. So is when you see the film, the story is told by a lot of characters, and all the characters at the same time is one character, one or two characters. So the love story, um, there are two love stories in the film, but for us, when in the teaching table, when with Anna Ramon, the compassionate, we think this is two story love story, but at the same time is one love story. So one love story is completed by the other stories, and I think the love story is not ended well, and because I will spoil it, the ending. One of the love story, the lovers died by the assassin. Um, one one part of the film, one character said, if you go to the end of the world, you can die peacefully. So this is the idea, because these lovers dies in the end of the war, and the end of the war also is the end of the fish. And so these connections maybe can be connected in the other ways, not only in the narrative way. No, it's more in other layers of the you can see the movie. Uh, so I think that's why I think that it's, for me it's not a sad ending. It's like ending with and can be could be a start to another film, a new story through this is the death of these true lovers. They can continue in the other way, in like in the other part of the world for this character in the diathesis of the film, but for us it's like can be continued in another film.